Hi guys, welcome to yet another session from That Voice Speech Academy with your girl Miss Ria. No, Lady Ree. I said it's Lady Ree until we finish the sessions for Speak Individual Public Speaking Competition. So we're still on interpretive reading. And this session is mostly for the judges, but also for speakers that want to wow judges. Firstly, the question that I get the most the question that I always get the most is, what do judges look for in interpretive reading, or how do I judge interpretive reading? So firstly, how we're going to answer this is, we're going to speak about the judge from the position of the average intelligent voter. Yes, it's not only a debate thing, we also have it here in public speaking, because if you ask me, debate is founded from public speaking. Literally, I think debate is public speaking's firstborn. And you know what? We're going to have a whole session. I know people now want to wrestle with me on this one, but I can actually justify this. But anywho, what do judges look for in interpretive reading? Firstly, your tone. Judges are looking at your tone in interpretive reading. If you decide to have a monotone, you fail to create the image in your judges, you fail to create the image in your audience of what you already saw. Mind you, in the first session before this one, I already spoke of how you need to read the text first. And as we read text, we normally have this movie that plays in our mind. We normally have these pictures that we see. And when this happens when you're reading to yourself, but now when you're reading to the crowd, you want to make sure that they get what you're getting. So for them to be able to get what you're getting, your tone is key. That is what judges are looking for, your tone. Firstly, intonation. I'm going to emphasize, okay, in fact, I'm going to write it. Intonation is important. Your tone is key. And I've already expressed what tone refers to, so I hope everybody understands the part about tone. And then moving on to mood analysis. Analyze the mood that exists in that particular, in that particular piece that you have chosen to read out. Judges are looking at that, the mood analysis. If you're saying that he angrily smashed, we want to feel that he angrily smashed it. We don't want to have you say, then he angrily smashed, because you're not paying attention to the mood analysis. If there's some sort of anger aspect that exists, judges are looking to get that anger aspect, right? But also a third and not so popular, opinion, but also this is just what I think. You can choose to not take it or take it. But the third thing is your story, really the story that you're going to pick. I know we're going to have another session on picking out a story for your interpretive reading, or picking out a book for your interpretive reading session, but judges are actually looking at the story. And in as much as most people really don't believe this opinion, judges are actually listening. And you really don't want at the end of your 5-minute reading to be like, okay, what was the story even about? What was the discussion? Judges are actually paying attention to that. So to maneuver this, it would be suggested by me for you to at least maybe read out first what the book is about, or maybe pick out a paragraph that allows you to at least get into the better part of the story, because there's certain really other pages that really do not make sense, especially if you're going to have to read in a space of like 5 minutes. You can literally finish reading your 5 minutes, and we have literally had one tone, and there's only one mood, and you're even failing to portray it, and it becomes monotonous and boring, and judges really don't understand what the story was about. So maybe briefly telling judges what the story is about before moving on to read it may maybe shed light as you read. So This sums up the three things I think judges look into when judging interpretive reading. But also, besides saying that they look into those things, I think that this sums up the things that I also believe that judges should look into when judging interpretive reading. The ability of the character to portray the tones, to analyze the moods, and the text, and whether at the end of the day the text was understood or understandable, and at least maybe the basic understanding of the storyline. That said, guys, thank you so much for your continued support of That Speech Academy. Thank you so much for tuning in, and thank you so much for accessing this material. We love you so much from That Voice Speech Academy.